Hello everyone, I'm Olena, and thank you very much for your likes and comments and for subscription to my Festina's cookbook channel. I'm really flattered and happy. Some of you already saw the video about how to make a homemade cottage cheese, and as you can see on the background I have some milk, fermented milk, ready to be transformed in a cottage cheese, or probably I will use it for kefir. Anyway, I got some questions how to preserve some lactobacilli bacteria that actually very important for milk fermentation. And I told a little bit about this in this is a video about cottage cheese, but I'm actually gonna show you what I'm doing with my lactobacilli, how I keep it, because I will be away for a couple of days and I don't need more fermented milk. So when I come back, it will be too late to do something with my fermented milk. That's why I decided to postpone the production of cottage cheese and fermented milk and kefir. And when I come back, I will start this again. Another portion of fermented milk is ready. And I decided to make a cottage cheese, not a kefir, because I made kefir before and I still have some kefir. But cottage cheese can stay in a fridge a little bit long, but also I would like to bake a delicious cheesecake. That's why I need more cheese. So in my other video, I already showed you the steps, what you're doing to get a cottage cheese. So the first step is to separate lactobacteria, because you don't want to ruin them, you don't want to kill them, you don't want to loot them, or otherwise you will not be able to make any cottage cheese or kefir again. Okay, so when my fermented milk is in the process of warming up to get this cottage cheese formation, I'm gonna show you lactobacilli. This is how lactobacilli look together with fermented milk, the rest of fermented milk. As you can see, they're cream color, and of course you can recognize them right away from fermented milk, and this is how they look. You don't need to wash them, and if you decided to wash them, please use a cold water, not a hot one. I'm gonna wash it just to show you how they look. So lactobacteria with fermented milk looks a little bit sleazy, like a jello. And when I clean them in a cold water, then we have a little granules of lactobacteria. Look how beautiful they are. I don't know, I can look at them for minutes because they're alive. It's bacteria. And they help us to get this fermented milk. So what you can do with this lactobacteria, you can use half of them, approximately 1 tablespoon for next portion of milk. And I showed in another video how you do this. But also if you don't need so many, then you can preserve them. I use clean glass jars, but you can use plastic containers as well. This is from Caviar. I love Caviar. Probably I should buy more. And this one type of jar, then another type of jar. Also, I can use jars for jam, for example, little jars where you keep the jam. And doesn't matter. Also, like plastic containers, but not a big one. I'm going to add some milk. They need milk because they need to use milk to survive. Can you freeze this bacteria like that without adding milk? Of course you can. You know, actually you can. I'm not sure if you can dry them, because I know sometimes they sell like dry lactobacteria. I never tried, and I prefer this way. But I'm adding milk anyway because I found that if I need to send them by mail to my friends, they should have some milk for survival. So I'm adding some milk just to cover lactobacteria. And here as well. It's so difficult to work with my left hand and keep camera in my right hand. So this portion of white caviar is going to the fridge. Okay, bye-bye. Sleep well. The cheese formation have already started. It's wonderful. Okay. And another portion will be going into the freezer. And I'm going to show you the frozen lactobacteria. You see, they're frozen, they're not active. You can keep in the freezer this container at least for a year, maybe even more. And I have the same like glass jar of lactobacteria. Why do I need the jars? Because I'm giving to my friends. I'm sharing lactobacteria with other people who wants to make the cottage cheese or kefir. And also using the plastic containers, I can send it anywhere in Canada, and I have no problem to send even to British Columbia from Toronto. I send to Nova Scotia, I send to Alberta, and I use 2 business days of delivery. But I found once the container like this was almost lost, and I was waiting for 7 days, and they found this parcel. And actually, lactobacteria were alive and healthy, and we were so happy. So when it's frozen, it takes time to be defrosted. And then when lactobacteria defrost, they use the milk that is in container. So to send by mail, and I'm not asking you to send internationally. I don't know if you're allowed to send internationally, but at least in your country, I think it's not forbidden. So you wrap in a plastic, you seal this container carefully, and then you send in a package. Again, could be any package, safe package. I usually prefer for sending the plastic containers because I'm sure nothing happened to this container. But if I use a glass one, it's usually for people I know, just to pass them this jar. And as I said, you can keep it in the freezer as long as you need. And by the way, I'm not selling lactobacteria. They were given me for free by my friend many months ago. And whenever I share them, I share it for free. And people just pay me for postal expenses, nothing else, if I have to use the delivery options. You see, it was simple. So use these tips, use my advice, and use lactobacteria. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to press like, because it's very important. It's a new channel. I just started to upload a video, and for me it's important that I get your support, and you will have more delicious recipes, more videos to watch. So bye bye.